Let's be real for a moment. Most businesses are still managing people the same way they did 5 or even 10 years ago. They still have static job descriptions, annual appraisals that everyone dreads, engagement activities that feel like checkboxes, and policies copied from some corporate handbook that no one reads. And yet, we are living in a world where everything else, technology, customer behavior, even our attention spans, has changed completely. Here's the uncomfortable truth. The HR playbook that worked in 2025 won't even survive in 2026. Why? Because people expectations are evolving faster than company systems. Employees today want personalized growth, meaningful work, psychological safety, and continuous learning, not just a paycheck and a ping pong table. Hi, I'm Shailesh Kantak, founder of the MSME India Network and a leadership and people systems coach. I help entrepreneurs and business owners escape the founder's trap by building teams that scale through structured people systems. And I will tell you this, I've seen dozens of organizations collapse, not because their product failed, but because their people systems did. The business grew, the headcount doubled, but the systems stayed primitive. And soon chaos replaced clarity. So let's dive into this. Let me walk you through why 2025's HR playbook will fail and what you need to do to be 2026 ready. The first big shift from process to prediction. Traditional HR has always been reactive. Someone resigns, we do an exit interview. Someone underperforms, we plan a training program. Someone disengages, we run an engagement survey. All too late. In 2026, that approach will be irrelevant. The next generation of people systems is predictive. AI and analytics will alert you before the problem surfaces. Imagine getting a dashboard that says 4 of your top 10 performers are showing early signs of disengagement. Or sales productivity is dropping 15% in teams with poor manager feedback. That's not fantasy. That's where the world is going. Predictive HR analytics can now sense patterns in performance, communication, and sentiment and flag risks before they explode. So instead of reacting to attrition, you start preventing it. That's the power of prediction. And that's what 2026 will demand. The second shift from roles to skills. You can no longer define people by their job titles. Marketing manager, HR executive, operations head, these are outdated boxes. People today have overlapping hybrid skill sets. A content writer may be learning automation. A salesperson may be learning analytics. A finance person may be running a podcast. In 2026, companies that still hire for roles will struggle. The smart ones will build skills clouds, mapping every employee's abilities, interests, and potential, and redeploying talent dynamically. If an employee has 60% of the skills needed for a new project, you don't wait to hire outside. You train and shift them internally. That's how you retain, reskill, and stay competitive. Skills, not titles, will define your workforce. The third shift from engagement activities to experience ecosystems. Let's be honest, most engagement programs today are shallow. Birthday cakes, wellness Fridays, and generic workshops. Employees don't want gimmicks. They want growth and connection. They want to know their voice matters. They want to see that feedback leads to action. The future belongs to personalized employee experiences. AI-powered HR systems will curate journeys for each employee, suggesting learning modules, giving real-time recognition, nudging them towards growth. Imagine this. An employee completes a key project. The system automatically generates a milestone story, highlighting their achievement, recommends a relevant course to upskill for the next level, and prompts their manager to record a 30-second appreciation message. That's not an event, that's an experience. That's how you make employees feel seen. The fourth shift, from compliance-driven HR to culture-driven HR. Policies don't build culture, behavior does. And in 2026, culture will become measurable. Companies will track values in action. They will measure how often leaders demonstrate ownership, how quickly feedback loops close, and how transparent communication is. Because in the modern world, culture is data. You can measure alignment, trust, and accountability just like you measure sales and margins. And if you are not doing that, you are missing the single biggest performance driver your business has. Remember this, culture is not what you say in meetings. It's what people do when no one's watching. And HR's job in 2026 will be to make that visible, trackable, and repeatable. The fifth shift, from HR departments to people systems. In smaller companies, HR is often one person handling everything from payroll to hiring. In mid-sized ones, it's firefighting. But that model won't survive. You need systems that integrate hiring, performance, learning, and recognition, all talking to each other. So when an employee underperforms, the system automatically traces back. Was the hiring right? Was the onboarding structured? Did we train them enough? Did the manager give feedback? That's the power of interconnected systems. They don't blame people, they show you where the process broke. And that's the real definition of people systems. They create consistency without control. Now let's talk about what you can do starting today. Number one, start by diagnosing your current state. Pull out your HR processes and ask which ones are data-driven, which ones generate insights, not just reports. If the answer is none, that's your starting point. Number two, map your skills landscape. Don't rely on job titles. Create a skills inventory. Know what your team can do and wants to do. That's how you unlock internal mobility. Number three, build micro experiences. You don't need fancy tech. You just need thoughtful design. Ask, how can I make onboarding feel personal? How can I make feedback feel safe? How can I make recognition feel real? That's how engagement becomes meaningful. Number four, bring your managers on board. Your HR systems will fail if your managers don't use them right. Train them to coach, not command. Because the success of every system depends on the quality of its users. And number five, invest in your HR team. The future HR professionals need to be part analyst, part designer, part coach. If they are not learning data, tech, and human psychology together, you will stay stuck in admin mode. Here's the bottom line. 2026 will belong to businesses that treat HR as their operating system, not their support system. Because when your people systems are intelligent, your business becomes unstoppable. And the irony is, most companies already have the tools. They just don't have the mindset. So stop copying policies from someone else's handbook. Start designing systems that reflect your culture, your values, your people. That's how you future-proof your business. If this got you thinking, follow us for more actionable insights on leadership, people systems, and building future-ready organizations. This is Shailesh Kantak signing off, reminding you that in 2026, growth won't come from doing more. It will come from thinking smarter and building systems that grow with you.